Alright guys, welcome to Cast and Crank Fishing with the Guest, episode 1. I'm here with Jeff Levsen.
What's up, guys?
And we just finished getting some good crankbait fishing going and tried some other stuff, but Jeff is a very, very good crankbait fisherman, so it was cool to take him out today and kind of talk about what we did.
Well, we went over inside we fished inside Long Beach Harbor. We were throwing, medium to like 22-foot deep, larger crankbaits. Ended up sticking, I think, like a 3.5-pound sand bass and a 4-pound sand bass. For inside the harbor, it's a pretty nice fish. Just concentrated on, just banging that structure. I mean, I can't say that enough. I think Eric said something about, James, who's a phenomenal crankbait fisherman.
Yeah.
If you're not busting bills, you're not fishing it right, and it's the truth,
Yeah.
I fished that same crankbait about 20 to 25 minutes to about an hour, in between doing different stuff. And I mean, it's already beat the heck. I've bent 2 hooks already, so I mean,
yeah.
It's a testament of what you need to do. It took some patience. It took us probably a good 10-15 minutes before we really got the first good bite. So
But we caught some big fish. You guys will see on the video. So we're trying to do this as like help you guys fish, see what other guys are doing. Not trying to give away spots or anything, but just show techniques. I mean, anything we're at is pretty. Everyone knows where this is already if you have a boat. But
yeah, Long Beach Harbor is Long Beach Harbor.
Yeah. So it's really cool though. You get to see some guys that fish tournaments, for years, and we're gonna do more of these. What size line and like stuff like that we're using?
If I'm fishing structures that's not going to be really deep, I'll beef up my line, because obviously the thicker the line, especially using braid to floral, it's going to float, so it's tougher to get it down. Whereas if I was using like 12 to 20-pound floral straight, it's going to cut through the water and get down quicker. So I think the rig I was using was 65-pound Power Pro to either 30 or 40. I'm not quite sure. I think I was fishing 30 though, and I'm probably a 4-foot leader.
Yeah.
But the leader is important as far as abrasion goes. I mean, obviously they're making some pretty cool braid that's a lot more abrasion resistant, but that's a big thing. Because you're really banging them on the rocks, so you want to make sure you hold on to that big one if it gets you.
And today we caught, I think, a 3.5 and a 4-pounder. It was really good fish. We're stoked. We had some other footage. You caught some nice bodies too. Yeah, we're going to try to keep doing this, and Jeff's been really cool to help us out.
Yeah, no
from
problem,
the beginning, man. And
I like to help people out. I mean, obviously, guys that are going to watch this, they've either fished with me, against me, or I've a lot more experience than I do. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of really good fishermen out there in Southern California. I mean, it's no joke, as far as what we do out here. But one tip I can say that helped out a lot with me as far as fishing crankbaits that some guys don't realize is you can direct your crankbait which way you want it to swim. And what happens is on the bill of your crankbait there is a post that your split ring connects to, and that post, depending on where it's at angled wise, is where the the crankbait's going to run. So for instance, we were fishing a wall on the left side, so I can take my needle nose pliers and give it maybe a 1/10 of a millimeter turn, just a little bit, and now all of a sudden my crankbait's going to be running a little bit to the left, which is going to keep me in contact more with the structure instead of pulling me away.
Yeah.
And one thing I would say with crankbaits and a lot of different baits that are connected to bills, whatnot, rip baits, you can always test them out in your pools. If you're lucky enough to have a swimming pool, or have a friend that does that, you can what I call test drive them out beforehand and get them dialed in, because I don't know how many times I've gotten crankbaits and you throw them out the first couple of times and you're like, this just doesn't feel right. Like, what's going on? And then you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on.
So they're fucking wobbling on top of the water.
Yeah, so, then you take it out, you take your needle nose and you crimp it over a little bit, and you try it again, and that's a little bit too much, and you find your happy medium once it runs true.
Yeah.
And then the same thing goes with hooks. I mean, obviously you're going to bend hooks, and you just got to pay attention to that stuff. Your leader, you catch a couple decent fish, and your leader feels pretty fuzzy. It never fails. You're going to catch your biggest fish the next time and then bust it off and then feel like an idiot, which I've done many of times. So, if you have done it, don't feel bad. I've done it a lot too, just being lazy and then obviously paying the price for it. So, it's just being in tune with what's going on. Long Beach is kind of a fickle place to fish, especially in the daytime when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So, you just got to kind of adjust to what it gives you. So, currents, conditions can change, current can change, everything can change on you in a matter of a half an hour to 45 minutes. So you just got to adapt, do something different. Look for shadows if it's sunny, look for, structures that are facing away from the sun, I mean, there's just a lot of different angles. You just got to kind of think outside the box and experience on the water. I mean,
that's what we've heard on
time on the water. You'll hear from everybody.
Time on the water, but
it's the truth.
If you want to hear more from Jeff, we have a podcast called Cast and Crank Podcast on iTunes. Jeff is episode 7, so we're going to have different people come on and we'll promote their episodes that they were on. He had a really great episode talking about crankbaits, how he's fished, rookie mistakes, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yep, a lot of mistakes.
If you want to check Jeff out, you can check him out at his Instagram at Leaf5000. You have some family pictures.
Yeah, it's my family page too. So you're gonna see my beautiful daughter, my beautiful wife, and some of my family and stuff. So I mean, it's not like endorsing fishing. It's not. I'm not one of the big sponsor guys. It's just kind of not my thing.
Yeah.
But check it out, and you can always instant message me if you got some questions or whatnot. And I might not get back right away because I am kind of busy right now as far as having a 2-year-old and having another baby on the way here in a month.
Congrats,
so, yeah, my fishing has gone down a lot as far as time on the water. So I do appreciate when I get to come out. So this is always fun. I really like doing this stuff.
Yeah, and even better little plus to this is we're both from Whittier.
That's right, Whittier, California.
We're Whittier locals. So
that's right.
We grew up next to each other. Went to different schools, but we knew all the same friends. So it's really cool to connect with people that you kind of know already. And Jeff was the first one, so stay tuned for the next episode. I'm not sure who's going to be on yet. We have a couple different people that might come on, but just remember to follow our podcast and listen for the next episode. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.